Welcome dear students, we are on the CEC Gurukul lectures. We are in the series of characterization of nanomaterials, and in this series we are discussing about the scanning probe microscopy. The scanning probe microscopy, there are the different methods. First is the scanning tunneling microscopy that we are discussing in this lecture. In the last lecture, we also discussed about the scanning tunneling microscopy, and we discussed about the basic principles of the scanning tunneling microscopy. The next most prominent method in the scanning probe microscopy is the atomic force microscopy, that is AFM. We also going to discuss this AFM further. This AFM work in the three mode. This one is the contact mode, second is the non-contact mode, and third is the trapping mode. So, and other forms of the scanning probe microscopy are lateral force, force modulation, magnetic or electric force, surface potential, scanning thermal, and the phase imaging. The further we discuss about the scanning tunneling microscopy. Here we see on the screen that there is a surface, and we can say the sample surface, or this is the material which we prepared, and a probe is just at a distance from the sample, and this probe scan the surface of the material. So there is a tunneling between the surface and the probe, and this probe will connected with the detector, and which describe the behavior of the material which we prepared. So for the characterization we are using the scanning tunneling microscopy. Here we discuss about the components of STM, or the components used in the apparatus. The main components of STM includes, one is the scanning tip, second is the piezoelectric scanner, third is the distance control and scanning unit, vibrational isolation system, then data processing unit, that is a computer which explain which is used to get the output, which give the screening output. So the most important part is the scanning tip, second is the piezoelectric scanner. With this piezoelectric scanner, the scanning tip is attached, and distance controller will calculate the distance or control the distance between the piezoelectric scanner and the this will move the piezoelectric scanner and will keep the distance between the surface of the sample and the scanning tip. After that, vibrational isolation will define the movement of the tip by using the piezoelectric scanner. Then data processing unit, which is used to display the output of the AFM. Now if we discuss one by one, what is the scanning tip? This scanning tip are usually made from the tungsten metal, as we discussed already, or sometimes it is made of the platinum, iridium, alloy. Nowadays we are using the carbon nanotubes because it gives a great resolution. So these days carbon nanotubes are used for making the tip of the scanning tunneling microscope, and at the end it is a very thin tip, and this tip is known as the apex. There is a one atom of the material which we can scan by using this tip. The scanning tip is the most important aspect of the scanning tunneling microscope, as a tunnel current is carried by that particular atom. A tunneling current produced between the surface and the tip. So it plays a very important role in the scanning tunneling microscope. Here we see in the diagram there is a tip which is attached with the voltage, and this voltage attached with the sample, and there is a distance between the tip and the sample approximately 5 to 10 angstrom, and the tunnel current produced between these two, and this is of the 100 picoampere. So next is the piezoelectric scanner. This piezoelectric scanner, as we see in the diagram, that tip is attached with this piezoelectric scanner. This will arrange the movement of this tip on the sample. So scanner tip is attached as a piezoelectric tube scanner. Piezoelectric effect is the phenomena under which the material changes its length accordingly when it is put under an electric voltage. It means this tip movement is adjusted by this piezoelectric scanner by changing its length when it is in contact with the surface. And this piezoelectric effect, the scanner plays very important role in the scanning tunneling microscope. This piezoelectric scanner is used by adjusting the voltage on the piezoelectric element, and the distance between the tip and the surface can be regulated, and this can work in the X, Y, Z in all the directions. As we see in the diagram, piezoelectric crystal extend and contract very slightly depending on the voltage applied to this crystal, and this principle is based upon control the horizontal positions X, Y and height of the scanning tip. The conclusion of this is that we can adjust the tip movement by using this piezoelectric scanner. Next is the distance control and scanning unit. This distance control and scanning unit position control using piezoelectric means is extremely fine. So a rough and harsh texture in the surface control is needed to position the tip close enough to the sample. It means sometimes we are not having the smooth surface. If we are having this rough surface, then this control distance control and scanning unit work in that manner, and tip close enough to the sample before the piezoelectric control can take over it. For the hard surface or for the rough surface, the distance control unit works. Next is vibrational isolation system. This STM deals with the extremely fine position measurements so that the isolation of any vibrations is very important. Every vibration is very important because we are scanning the surface of the material, and every part of the surface of material is very important and we can scan it. So this vibrational isolation system used to move the tip for every part of the surface. The tip and the surface must be maintained in the angstrom, which may be 0.1 nanometer, to get the desired atomic resolution, so that we can get the good imaging by using the scanning tunneling microscope. It means the distance between the surface and tip plays a very important role to get the good resolution. Due to the extremely high sensitivity of the tunneling current between the tip and the sample surface height, it is absolutely necessary to reduce the inner vibrations of the tip, and to isolate the system from the external vibration. This will control the external vibrations of the tip. It means it will maintain the tip's vibration only, so that the tip can move smoothly on the surface. Damping can be achieved by this vibrational isolation system. Damping means if we are having the uneven surface, then the damping is used for this used in this vibrational isolation system. Next is data processing unit. As we know, it is a computer screen, or sometimes it is a display unit. So the computer records the tunneling current and control the voltage to the piezoelectric tube to produce a three-dimensional map of the sample surface, and it is displayed on the surface. Now we connect these in a one system, and we will putting it all together and we can get this. Now you see on the left hand side there is a piezoelectric scanner, and the tip is attached with this piezoelectric scanner, and this tip is just in the contact with the surface of the sample, and in the insect you are seeing that is a broad diagram. It is not touching. There is a distance between the tip and the surface. It means, and you are seeing that at the tip we are having the last single atom, and this single atom is scanning the single atom of the crystal. So, and you are seeing on the right hand side that this is attached with the distance control and the scanning unit, and the scanner is attached, you will see, and display unit right hand side is small computer you are saying on the screen. That is the display unit which give the imaging of the crystal or the material, you get the surface picture. So this is the scanning tunneling microscope to get the images of the sample by using the probe method. What is the working of STM? How it is work? First we see on the diagram which is on the right hand side, we see that is a metal tip. This metal tip is in contact but at a particular distance with the conducting sample, and you are seeing there is a tunneling electrons between the material tip and the conducting sample, and the distance is maintained between the tip and the sample because they will produce the tunneling current, and this tunneling current is produced by using the voltage source. On right hand side you are seeing that the voltage source. So the tip should be at a particular distance from the surface. So how it is work? Then we see further one by one in steps. First, a voltage bias is applied to the tip and the sample. Second, the tip is brought close to the sample by a chorus sample to tip control, which is in turn when the tip and the sample are sufficiently close. Means we can adjust the distance between the tip and the surface. At a close range, the fine control of the tip in all the 3 dimensions near the sample is typically piezoelectric, which maintains the distance between the tip and the sample, which is of the typically in the range of 0.4 to 0.7 nanometer as per requirement, so that we can get the good resolved images of the sample by using the STM. Next, in this situation, the voltage bias will cause electrons to tunnel between the tip and the sample, which creating a current that can be measured. That current will, the tunneling is established, the tip biased and position with respect to the sample can be varied. It means we can vary the distance between the tip and the sample, and by this varying the current will also change, and the data are obtained from the resulting change in the current on the screen, and this data will give the imaging of the sample. If the tip is moved across the sample in the XY plane, the changes in the surface height and the density of state cause changes in the current. You see, here we are seeing that not only we are getting the images by changing the height between the surface and the tip, but we are also getting the density of state, which cause the changes in the current. Density of state will change the current which is in between the metal tip and the conducting sample, and these changes are mapped in the images, and this image will describe the property of the nanomaterial. This change in the current with respect to the position can measure itself, and the height can be adjusted. This height can sometimes be constant and sometimes may be vary, and the tip corresponding to the constant current can be measured at a particular distance. So this is the working of STM. Here we see on the screen it is work in the 2 mode. STM scanning tunneling microscope works in the 2 modes. Number 1 is the constant height mode. Second is the constant current mode. In the constant height mode, we see on the right hand side, which is a constant height mode, you see that the surface, that this is moving slightly in the smooth manner. The distance between the sample and the tip is constant throughout the scanning. You see in the right hand side diagram that there is a line below the tip which is constant. It means this tip is moving constantly on the surface. A height is already defined here, but here on the left hand side, if we talk about the constant current mode, you see that the tip is according to the surface of the material. You seeing that it is moving in form of the curve. As this material is not smooth, so this tip is moving it with a particular distance from the sample height. But here the sample height is not, but the tip height is not adjusted according to the sample. A particular height is fixed, but here in the left hand side, which is the constant current mode, where the tip is moving with a particular distance with the surface of the sample. So this is the difference, and it is clearly shown in this diagram. Now we discuss further what is a constant height mode. Here you see that the sample, the constant height mode, the sample which is the dark yellow color, and the tip which is on the upper side, and the distance d is fixed here. Now it will not change. Either the surface is smooth or not, it will be same to scan the surface. So the voltage and the height are both held constant. Voltage is also constant in this constant height mode, while the current changes to keep the voltage from changing. This leads to an image made of the current changes over the surface, which can be related to the charge density. It means constant height mode define the charge density between the tip and the surface. And the next is in this constant height mode, the benefit is to using a constant height mode is that it is a faster, as piezoelectric movement require more time to register and height changes and the constant mode. However, it is applicable only when the sample surface is really flat. This constant height mode apply only for the sample which is having the smooth surface, and the height between that is 6 to 7 angstrom, and otherwise the tip will be crushed. Generally less preferred due to the risk of damaging the tip. Thank you very much. We will back.